to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
The Sooners are marching down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Arnold. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive,
touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
Take over. First and 10.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. He's looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Gibson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Gets it out fast.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Wildcats get enough for the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for room, it's Wilcox. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Power football with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Quarterback will audible. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Getting some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they do on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Bringing it back, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Oh, look out. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooner.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
when you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, and so they forced the incompletion throw away.
6th play of the drive coming up. To throw, it's Vandergrift. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jet. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air, it's Arnold. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Achuk. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Makes his connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Looking deep. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the point after is good. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Really good job in this play and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk play. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does.
Here we go. And go.
Barrels ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down in the red zone.
He got it, and that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Now, do you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Defense showing blitz here. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kentucky 38, Oklahoma 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Burks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to...
He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. You need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Key.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy again.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Running the red zone, it's Patterson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're bringing heat, and he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Kentucky right back to the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. Quarterback moving. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Pass to 50. At the 30. Pass to 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Going up top on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up second down.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.